Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 31-yard line. On first down, right back to Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. To the goal line and in. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
This one intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On first down, it is Williams. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action, Stafford. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. It's a pickup of 12. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be an enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A give, and here comes Williams. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. On play action, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Stafford. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. 32. Ready. By 54. From the gun, here's Stafford. That one into the hands of Atwell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. It's a gain of 34. They'll run. It's Williams. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. He's got his big tight end, Tyler Higbee. Touchdown. Los Angeles. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Baker to throw. That's caught. Trey Palmer. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Alert! 3 yards on the play. Complete to Bucky Irving. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hurry! They send Evans in motion.
Hurry!
Done. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Look wide. Get this one complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They send Evans in motion.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert 33. What's that?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. That is not going to work at all. They'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. So it's 4th down. Punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. Back deep, Trey Palmer. So we're at halftime, and it's the visitors, the Rams, taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And this will be incomplete.
Breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running.
And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This one complete to Atwell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A first down throw for Stafford. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he's going to be taken down.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will get into the end zone. DeMarcus Robinson. Touchdown, L.A.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. On the give, it's Williams. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's down the field for Higbee. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. 17 yards that time for number 17.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. So we are
Into the 3rd quarter.
they'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford unloads downfield, looking for Nacua. And he's in. Who Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams go up by 7. 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll air one out for Palmer. He's got it! And he will score again! Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll stick to the ground. Williams hit, and he loses the football. The Bucs have it. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll run here. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
A hit, and he has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. Stafford to throw it. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
40 got.
Stafford now on first down. He's going to look deep. Going to Kupp. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
On the ground, Williams. And a minimal gain there, down to the 20. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Williams. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Here's Williams. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. So now, a big spot coming here. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, alert 33. What's up?
On 2nd down, Baker. And he's got it. Homer. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. They walk away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Yeah, run up on Big Glow, you won't, I bet your be on the floor. Big Carbon hit like Mayweather, Tula come through and bow up. Got millions out there rap, they hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming, I stole the show. Don't run up on that, she a head case, all she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week, back no more features, I might just stir at you. I'm geeked on next week, back no more features, I might embarrass you. Yeah, Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, Glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, Glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, Glow, curving, no curving, my layers. Yeah, Glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, Glow, keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, Glow, and my bumping up in the jail. On the Big Glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on her, you better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players, my folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky, when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, Glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em, Glow, stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get 'em, Glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on God. Yeah, Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, Glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, Glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, Glow, curving, no curving, my layers. Yeah, Glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, Glow, keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, Glow, and my bumping up in the jail. On the yeah, Glow. Yeah, Glow.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for inches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it to just go. Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Big dog from the Tellero told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his chick out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Some of daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Under clear, sunny skies, we are ready for football. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Here's Smith on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still an excellent... across the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Stafford from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Hey, 22! Middle! Pretty hot!
From the red zone now. And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender. And even more so, the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Give to Williams from the gun. And they'll bring him down after an all-right game. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and goal, it's Stafford. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Sly's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Tucker now on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing again is Baker. He put everything he had into this one. Brought in inside the 20. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. So now the Buccaneers got to go for 2. He's throwing for it. And the 2-point try is good. He reaches the end zone and gives them a 5-point lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Drill right, 22. Hey, hot. Look at hot.
On first down, here's Stafford. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams need only one to take the lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Cardi with the extra point. And his guys take a slim 2-point lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41.
Point it right. What's that?
Baker now from the gun. Cut out left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Second and 1. Oh, put some heat on this deep. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers jump in front now by 5. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Stay 50. Hey, easy, 22. Double right. Hey, and middle. Hurry. Hey. Hey, 70. Ready, hot.
Stafford back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see.
And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers push the lead up to 12. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Big gain downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams lower the deficit to a single possession. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. To throw, Stafford. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. Juke the defender. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. He's on the move. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Offense in the hurry up here.
Alert, 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 alert!
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short, Mayfield. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
What's up?
Mayfield to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set! Alert!
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds his back. Kyren Williams. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Stafford. Throw complete to Williams. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Stafford again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Stafford. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Stafford now on first down. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Tampa spends its second timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with third and goal. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. Stafford gonna go on fourth. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Buccaneers take possession in the shadow of their own end zone. They're at the 4-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 18. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. trying again following the sack. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. You're going for this. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him.